With the upcoming holidays around the corner here, there are many people who are struggling. They're not able to put on the full spread and the multiple desserts like they used to because the costs of living are just freaking ridiculous. So, we're going to take a look at some holiday season meal planning on how you can actually save some money and actually still put a beautiful meal on the table. We're going to use a local grocery store flyer. They apply to my region, but the math that I'm going to share with you does apply everywhere. So we're all running tight budgets. We're all looking at the bills that got paid. What's the next bill we got to pay out? How much money do I got to save in order to put gas in the car? We're all going through it. We're all just one paycheck away from homelessness at this point. So between housing, your medical, utilities, even saving is difficult at this point. But the one thing you still have to look at is your food, the grocery bill. It's not cheap anymore, but there are avenues you can take, and even with your shopping habits, this can also play right into the picture on how you can save money. Now, we're not going to be doing big spreads. Let's face it, everything's expensive, and not a lot of people have that kind of time to be able to put forth all kinds of work. But if we do some dinner planning around tight budgets, it's going to help make a difference, guys. Now, with what I'm going to share, it's pertaining to my demographic. Pricing varies no matter where you live, the store, or if you're in a region like mine, that seasonal availability is compromised because of the weather. Now, the holidays, traditional, you're going to have people that love their turkey, their roasted ham. Some folks even do a roasted chicken, like some of the followers have shared with us. Then you've got people who go for broke, literally broke, with prime rib. And then others may take a stab at working with duck or goose. But there's not always availability in your wallet. So let's take a look at food cost calculating. As a consumer, we look at two things. We're looking at that price tag on the shelf. That's called your total price. So whatever you're interested in purchasing, we're looking at that tag all the damn time. But we need to focus more on the unit price. So whether it's per pound, ounce, gallon, or quart, or even a unit. Now here we're sharing a flyer from my local demographic here. I remember the old days, my grandparents would be sitting at the table on a Sunday with all the flyers, doing a price comparison to see who had the better deals. Now, for us, we have this flyer as a good tool. It's not just to tell you what's on sale. It gives you how things are broken down by pricing, by unit, by structure. And with proteins, it's always going to be at the forefront for you. And you're also going to see unit-based pricing, where for this example, 2 loaves of this particular bread are going to cost $7, or just buy one for $3.50. For things like cauliflower, they're going to be sold per head or per unit. So 2 of those for $2.50 a piece, so $5. And look at this deal that they have on Turkey Hill ice cream. You could get 2 46-ounce containers for only $6, or save some money, just get one. It's $3. All throughout the flyer, you will see a variety of per pound, each. It could be a preset package weight. It just depends on what's in the store and what's available, of course. So with the salads, there's such a variety out there, it's crazy, but so you want to pay attention to the actual portion size per container. One container is 4 ounces. It's going to cost you $2.50 if you go that route. Scallions. Sometimes we're not lucky to see this price until summertime, let me tell you. So for a bunch, 79 cents each, you can't go wrong. And then you have the self-serve, where you're going to fill a bag with how much you need at that rate of 79 cents for onions. And another example is when things are not exactly 1 pound. It's a whole different math formula that we're going to take a look at coming up soon. And just to give you an idea, I approached this with 2 different formulas. You may want to pause the video and take a look at this. And this is how we came up with pricing structure, especially when we're going to hit the proteins really hard in this. So we go by unit and we go by weight. 2 different formulas, but it still helps you to break down how much you're paying per person or per unit. This is the perfect example. Let's say you're looking for olives. I can get $3.99 a pound or a pre-packed 15-ounce package for $6.99. And as you can see with the arrows, look at the significant savings. Sometimes less is more, sometimes more is less. It just really depends on the math. And if you're going to be doing vegetables, avoid the canned vegetable section. Head over to the freezer section, guys. Look at the rates that we're paying for frozen corn, and there's nothing in the corn. Now here we've got a multiple approach to unit, per pound, weight. We're looking at cauliflower, zucchini, and bag yellow potatoes, all taking on different rates. And this is where you can really do the math and see just how much you're saving. Now I did do a bit of continuity, so we've got different items that have similar pricing. Like right here, 99 cents a pound. If you do 4 servings, that's 25 cents each, guys. You're not getting that in the can section, let me tell you. Now with the pricing on proteins, the rule of thumb is the cheaper it is, it tends to go through more processing. But right now, when it comes to turkeys, no one's really caring. They're looking at, I want to put a dinner on the table. So each price I've broken down by 4-ounce and 8-ounce. And it gives you a good idea and a good perspective on not just your meal planning, your budget, and how many people you got coming over. Or is this a regular weeknight that you're cooking? All in all, the whole focus here is to how you can save money. So stop buying gravy. Make it from the pan juices from your turkey for Thanksgiving or any night. Stop buying box stock, guys. You've already put money into the turkey and some of the vegetables. You can make your own soup with the drippings and juice. And if you're a fan of making stuffing, go to a reduced rack if your store has it. That bread has to be day old anyway. So really the focus here is getting people back to the table with a modest meal that you could still say, hey, I put this spread on and I didn't kill the budget, and I could still pay my bills, I could still keep a roof over my head. So there's always a way to be able to save money. It just requires a little bit of math homework, guys. So hang in there. We'll get you through the season, and let me know if you need any help. Happy cooking.